Hey, Joe Biden. Jerry Wayne here. You probably don't remember me, but you and I had a discussion back in March. You are actively trying to diminish our Second Amendment right and take away our gun. You're full of I heard you're going to be in Warren, Michigan today. What a coincidence. So am I. Yet, I can't find where you're at. You want to be a man for the people, but yet you have a closed event. You want to represent us, but you won't speak to us. So I'm spending some time right now driving around Warren, Michigan, trying to figure out where you're at so you can have a real dialogue with a real blue-collar American. Where are you at, Joe?
That's Michigan union worker Jerry Wayne on the hunt for hiding Biden. We hear that Biden is trying to have a secret meeting with certain union workers in Warren, Michigan right now. Some workers, like Jerry, have been frozen out. But we think he's found Biden. And Mr. Wayne joining us right now, live from Warren, Michigan. Sir, thanks for taking the time. Let me ask the first question. Did you find Biden?
Yeah, we did. We ended up finding where he was, yeah.
Okay, and you're in Warren, Michigan. Where did you find him? Where did you find him at?
He was at a UAW hall. It was in Warren, Michigan, but he had the police blocked everything off to where the public wasn't allowed in. So I'm very curious to see what was actually happening out behind there.
Now, you spoke with Joe Biden in March in that now viral clip about the Second Amendment. He's back in Michigan today. And as you are saying, why do you think Biden didn't want to talk to all union workers, only a select few union workers?
Because most union workers don't agree with what he wants to do. He wants to take away our constitutional rights. And America, all these union members were Americans before we were ever part of a union.
Well, do me a favor and compare what Joe Biden has done in his nearly half century in government compared to what Donald Trump has done for the unions. Economically speaking, just compare the two.
Well, yeah, I mean, take a look at this. I mean, we're in a pandemic right now, and we're still working 7 days a week, 8, 10, 12 hours a day. And when it comes down to it, when we had the Biden-Obama administration in there, we didn't have a pandemic, yet people were starving. People were losing their houses. People weren't able to provide for their families. But now you have the Trump administration in there, and during a pandemic, you were able to actually keep putting food on the table.
Yeah. All right. Well, then let me ask you your evaluation then. Do you think the Democrat Party is actually the party of the working class, or are they the party of the elitists?
I definitely don't think that they represent the working class for sure. They're definitely in there for what's best in it for them. If they did actually take the time to see what the American people wanted to do, they wouldn't be saying the things that they want. The American people want freedom, they want to work, and they want to just spend time with their families, and they're not looking at that at all. They would actually listen to what we have to say and do our bidding for us, but they're not doing that.
Your governor, last question here, Gretchen Whitmer, she has been very clear she doesn't want President Donald Trump in your state because of his rallies. He's now calling them peaceful protests, hoping that people like Whitmer will back off. But I got to ask you, did you see Governor Whitmer at this Joe Biden event today, making sure everybody was social distancing and making sure they were wearing their masks? No, I did not see that at all. Not one bit. I know there was a lot of people outside, but most of those people outside were actually Trump supporters. There was very little Biden supporters out there. Sorry about the connection there. But yeah, it was. It definitely wasn't what we were expecting for sure. Well, great. I'm glad to hear there are more Trump supporters than Biden supporters in Michigan. And apparently, Governor Whitmer has a double standard for masks and social distancing. I guess it doesn't apply, like most things, to Democrats. Sir, always appreciate the time. We'll get you back on. Thanks. Coming up, Nancy Pelosi isn't the only government official in need of a haircut. The drastic consequences if big government continues to spend like drunken sailors, with apologies to drunken sailors. That's next on the Salcedo Show here on NewsmaxTV.